Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Still waiting on that Sega Nomad return. Mail service has been extremely slow and I haven't had any updates, even though I've been tracking it. So I went to my closet of fun here. I have a couple things. Well, there's what, 3 things I need to work on? Maybe 4? Or would like to work on. This is a Tiger Gamecom I had modified with a Raspberry Pi to be a retro system, and it stopped working, and I wasn't entirely happy with the screen on it. So my plan is to probably reuse this case, even though it's a little beaten up, and modify. Do some. It's in rough shape right now. What I want to do is use this modern HDMI screen. They make SPY bus screens too, but I'm not happy with the performance on those. I prefer to go with these little HDMI screens instead, which is kind of cool because you'll have your Pi sits on the back here. There's a Pi inside of here, and because it's HDMI, you get really good performance in both of the. There's one of these screens. Yeah, just one of these screens. The smaller one here actually has a decodes the audio as well, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure if this is quite big enough for the cutout. Yeah, you know what? It is. It's big enough for the cutout on this sucker. So what I'm looking at here is mounting up this screen inside the. Yeah, let's see if it fits nice. So I have this little guy mounted up in here, just like this. It's got a little bit of a bezel, but that's alright. I also have a larger one, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. It'd be kind of, well, yeah, that would fit too. I just have to change the overscan on the edges. Fit this screen in here. Maybe I'll go with the bigger screen, just so it gives me more area to work with, more screen area, and just use the audio jack out. Yeah, it should just fit. I'm going to have to modify this case a little bit. So what I was thinking of doing is, because this case is completely hosed, not all the parts are, since this case is completely hosed, I was thinking of taking and just maybe auging out this entire battery area, so I can put in a couple lithium cells instead. Yeah, should sit there pretty well. And if I need to cut out a section in the back of this case, so I have room, I use the back side of this to come out a little bit, so I can have room to fit the Pi in there. And then I'm also contemplating, need probably get one more. Before I just hacked apart a joypad, but it just takes up too much room. Just get like a Mayfair USB controller input instead, desolder the connectors and solder straight into this guy instead. So I was just doing a quick evaluation here where to go from here. In the meantime, I also wanted to, so that's this project here. I had a request from somebody in Russia. I can't remember his name right now. It eludes me. I've got the email. He has a Tiger Gamecom. Look, I've got 1, 2. I'm actually taking a break from a patron who sent one of my last projects is they want me to create a virtual drive for the Tiger learning computer, and it's turned out to be quite the pain to get it to work. It's very sensitive. But he actually donated these to me a while back because I'm the only damn fool who actually fixes these things. So I had someone from Russia ask me if you could find a way to get this. There's missing lines on the screen, and see if we can get the find a way to repair it. The problem with the GameCom, more than anything else. Now listen to that sound. Whew. Is they're pretty much complete garbage. Where's the... Ooh. Well, this one might have a completely trash screen. Oh dear. Yeah, see, I had two of them here he gave me. Turn the volume up again. I've got absolutely no screen on this one. This one I was thinking of is a touchscreen. This one I was actually thinking of maybe using it for my victim instead of the one I have trashed already. I know these things are probably collector's items or blah blah blah, but they're such trash. It's unbelievable. One less in the world is not gonna make a big difference. Anything that's mass produced is, in my mind, never truly a collector's item. That's my opinion. Because if it has a UPC, that means they made more than one of them. See, this is the one that has missing lines. See those black lines there? That Russian gentleman wanted me to take a look at, see if I can find a fix for it. Don't see anything online about it. Yeah. GameCom is definitely a case of too much, too soon, too cheaply. Oops, is this the one that's... No, Henry's in there. Come on. There is a cartridge. See? Cartridge. Okay, let's try this slot. Cartridge. I hate these things. Anyway, yeah, so this one's got some missing lines and it's not recognizing the cartridge. Hold on a second. I'll show you a secret weapon. Oh, this. Oh. It's called deoxit. Deoxit does is it deoxidizes. Clever name, huh? So, okay. Yeah, you know you want it. Get in there. Get some of the stuff off. Screw you. Okay. Anyways. So, regardless, I'm going to see if I can go ahead and find a way to fix those missing lines on the screen. And I'm working this Tiger learning computer. It's a Apple II color-based system from the mid-90s of all things, and the problem I'm running into is, where's my screwdriver? Where are you? The problem I'm running into is I'm trying to talk to it with a Raspberry Pi, but the input impedance or resistance is on the Pi is only 50 kilo ohms. And that's about the same as the ROM chip they use too. So these game comms have a crap ton of screws, by the way. So one self-retained that's used the door, and there's one underneath the door. I don't know if people do teardown videos of this system. It'd be interesting to see. Didn't expect this to be a teardown video. Yeah, this was like Tiger's answer to the Game Boy Color, and what else is wrong? I can't even get that screw out. Game Boy Color. Well, the Advance wasn't out yet at that time, and the Lynx in the Game Gear and the Nomad. The biggest problem, in my opinion, is the screen is just so awful, followed by the fact that the build quality is more or less garbage. Maybe I'll arrange these in this kind of similar shape to where I took them out. Let's go there. Believe it or not, these are not self-retained screws, but they don't like coming out. That was a screw. Let's go to this screw over here. Oh. Sweet Enola Gay, son. Stuart Ashens did a review on one of these years ago, and I think Classic Game Room did it too. That one actually came out. Okay. Stay calm, Dave. You know, it's bad when I talk to myself in the third person. You know, the wonderful thing is, not only does it have a ton of screws, they're not even the same length of screw. That's not the same length as that screw. And that one, these two might be the same, but this is a different length. And once you open it up, it doesn't get any better. As that goes there. There's a screw there. I thought I did that one. No, I didn't. So that was this screw here. Same length, good. Can't get that one out for some reason. Try that again. You know, every time you upload a video, it asks you, was this video meant for children? And I can say, no, this one fucking isn't. Okay, because I hate this thing. I don't like working on game comms. They're the worst. They are garbage. It is an insult to electronics engineers everywhere. It was a product made for a price, and that price was too low. That tried to cram an internet connectivity. Now where is my spudging tool? Spudging tool? Spudging tool. Where art thou, spudging tool? my little blue friends. Where the hell are my smudging tools? Here's one. Okay. Cleaned up so much I can't find anything. Okay. Hopefully you don't miss a screw because there's so many blinking screws to take out. The case kind of snaps together. Let's see, I did get that one. That one's there, doesn't come out. You gotta run your spudger around the whole thing. And did I get that screw? I thought I loosened all the screws. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come to Papa. Okay. And then this kind of snaps apart. Gotta come along it. There we go. Now some of the screws will probably fall out on me. Yeah, they will. That one came out. Reoriented. It's actually up there. That one's still in there, so this one's on top left. Okay. Then, all right. So that one goes with the. Is that self-retained? I guess. Oh, no, it's not. It's just crappily made. Okay. No, it is. It's got a. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. That's kind of in here somewhere. Okay. Now, once you open it up, the speaker is this tiny little sucker right here. This is, of course, the control panel. And the buttons actually leave these little tabs on there so you can't put it in the wrong spot. So at least they did that. The power button's this guy here, like a little teal hat. And then these guys are all identical, so you don't have to worry about mixing these up. Kind of a cool color scheme, and I like the amount of face buttons they put on here. So now it's a question of how do we possibly fix one of the worst screens ever made? That is the question, dear Captain. So I take the other one apart. I'm going to be a little more violent with it. Well, not violent, but I'm going to... the screen is actually held in a plastic carrier. The system actually has 5 boards. There's a controller board, a D-pad board, this is the sound and networking board, and for some reason the D-pad board also has the main voltage regulator because it comes off with using these incredibly tiny wires here. And there's the LCD controller board, and then underneath here is actually the main board of it. And if I remember correctly, you can unscrew that's a little tiny screws. I think most of the internal screws are very similar. I think, if I remember correctly, this whole board sits on a carrier. See, that's all. Oh yeah, there's another screw here. It's been a while since I've taken one of these apart. And there's a here. It all sits on this plastic carrier board. Oh, good, those are the same size. 1, 2. I think there's. Which way does it go? Do you have to go all the way through, or is it just the top ones? So I think those actually connected to the... Yeah, see this whole carrier board's moving. I pulled that up, so what's holding you down now? This thing has so many screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws holding down this little board here. This is the controller board. Let me just think if I remember correctly. Something to do with... I can't remember, you have to take this board off first. Let me see. I think you can. I think this whole thing comes apart here. No, you gotta take more screws out than that. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 of these are blind screws that hold it down too. These actually have a different pitch. So yeah, those are shorter. Yeah, like I said, there's so many screws and they're all different. It really is a pain. It's not really designed for manufacturability because you have to deal with all these different sizes of screws, and they're not even all the same Phillips number head either. Some are smaller than others. Oh, where's my tiny ass Phillips? There you are. Okay. Trying to remember how to take this apart. Say how much I dislike this design? I think I have. Give me an effing break here, come on. Do you think you're home? Okay. Ironically, I'm wearing a Russian watch today. Russian-made watch. That's that. Okay, so no, I think you gotta take this guy out. Maybe it's these two. I can't remember. It's been a while. Let's take them all out. Oh, how do you get this apart? That's open. See, this I thought was just a cover. Maybe not. Oh wait, it's down there. I found it. Down there. Give me. Like I said, terrible manufacturability. I was actually a manufacturing engineer for 10 years. Almost 10 years. So I know a thing or two about lost screws and manufacturability. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Okay. I think it pulls straight up. I think there's a set of interference pins. Well, it's either going to come up or I'm going to break it. One or the other. Oh, what is holding you in place? I thought there was a set of vertical insertion pins over here. See, you're all moving together as a mass, and your screw is out. So why aren't you coming up? Alright, this whole plastic carrier, what's holding you in place? Screws are out. That screw's out. 95% certain it's a plastic carrier, plastic header pins under there. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Why aren't you coming up is the question. Because you're a piece of garbage. That's why. Oh, son of a diddly. Oh my god, I'm trying to not get an NC-17 on this one. Okay. Yeah. Oh, can I see down inside is the question. Okay, that's the plastic carrier. Does that just push aside? I don't think it's supposed to. I don't think it's supposed to come separate from the carrier. Oh, forget it. I'll take it off. See what happens. I'll separate it from the carrier. Oh, well, see, it has a shorter screw. You can go up. No, you go down there. So that's that screw. That's this screw. That's this screw. There's no more screws, guys. Is that a good or a bad snap? Ah, it's a snap. Okay. What happened? Okay, so yeah, I was right. It does come off a plastic carrier. It would come off of a header pin. I just pulled it apart there. But why aren't you coming up? Oh, that's because I didn't miss a screw, did I? That's the screw that was down in there. Oh, is this the goofy one that's like from the other side? Let me see. I got them all, but I think there's actually a screw under the label, maybe? Let me see. Oh, man, there goes my microphone. Okay. Is there a screw under the label? No. Yeah, there is one screw in the label. That was it. There's a screw under the label. I just remembered. It sits. God. So many. Look at another screw just came out. It's underneath the label. I absolutely abhor when they put screws under labels, because you end up wrecking the label. Can you believe this is made in '97? My goodness. I do not like green eggs and ham. Actually, I'm allergic to eggs. I don't even know what green eggs taste like, or any other color egg, for that matter. They always said, you'll grow out of it when you get older. Nope. Yeah, that's right. There's two screws underneath the label. They lied. Alright, which length are you? Oh, another length there. Jeez. I don't even care anymore. Okay. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. At least 25 screws so far. Alright, so that was it. There's two screws that hold the plastic carrier. That was it. So I'll put the plastic, I'll reattach the, what the hell? Reattach the plastic carrier in a minute. That holds it in place. So this is the LCD module. Yeah. Did I snap? No, it's just loose because there's no screws in it. So couple design problems, opportunities here. This here is how the electrical connections, other than these header pins here, there's these header pins here to interface here, but a lot of the LCD control lines are actually through here. So that's a crappy design. So everything has to be put together properly just to work. It's very hard to work with because you this was originally taped down. So you got a good amount of oxidation going on there. Yeah, so that all came off together. So as you put it down, you're aligned using, of all things, some screws. 3 screws hold it in place, and it's just like it's just a barely touching there. So, where do I go from here? So you gotta screw it back together partially to even get it to turn on. And that's enough for me for tonight. I hope that Nomad comes in tomorrow so I can actually finish it off, because I don't feel like working on this anymore tonight. And to torture myself, I might take the other one apart because I want to reuse it for parts and figure out how to rearrange everything in here. So I'll take a break from this one. It's a nice thing when you work on stuff for yourself. You don't really have any time pressure. So everyone, thanks for watching. Sorry this went long, over half an hour. So excitement. Have a great evening, everyone.